Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, September 3rd. A weak cool front passed through the region last night, sparking some heavy showers and thunderstorms in much of the I-95 corridor. That front has pushed just far enough to the south and east of the I-95 corridor to allow for a pleasant day in terms of humidity values. Humidity should noticeably drop over the next few hours and will certainly be lower this afternoon compared to yesterday afternoon. It'll stay quite warm with high temperatures in the mid to upper 80s up and down the I-95 corridor, perhaps a degree or two above normal for this time of the year. But again, lower humidity values for this afternoon, and it should remain fairly comfortable on Thursday as well. Humidity creeps back up, though, on Friday. Friday and Saturday look to be rather hot and humid. Can be an isolated shower or thunderstorm on Friday. A better chance for showers and thunderstorm comes Saturday afternoon and evening with the next cool frontal system. Let's take a look at the current surface map. And here's that frontal system that pushed through the I-95 corridor last night just to the south and east of D.C. It'll move a little bit farther to the south and east and then tend to stall across southeastern Virginia, northeastern North Carolina, and then kind of return back as a warm front during the latter part of the week. But again, enough of a push to allow for a decent weather day here in the northeast U.S., and it should remain fairly comfortable on Thursday as well. Well, here's the latest infrared satellite imagery loop. A few things I would like to point out here. First of all, some stubborn clouds here right in the mid-Atlantic region, right overhead. Certainly will be some clouds in the skies, a mix of clouds and sunshine in D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, even New York City over the next several hours. Again, a noticeable drop in the humidity levels over the next several hours, especially when compared with yesterday afternoon when it was quite warm and humid. A couple of strong thunderstorm complexes out in the middle part of the country that will not have an impact on the mid-Atlantic region. Meanwhile, some tropical activity to talk about here in the extreme western Gulf of Mexico. This was Tropical Storm Dolly. It has weakened now into Tropical Depression Dolly, sending its heavy rains into Mexico. Meanwhile, on the other side of Mexico in the Pacific, this is Tropical Storm Norbert that will skirt the Baja section of California here, Baja California, and it will certainly send some moisture into the southwestern U.S. over the next several days. In fact, some of this moisture could result in some snowfall in the over the next week or so up across the Rockies as a much colder air mass is headed that way in about 5 to 10 days or so. Well, here's a nationwide look at the radar from the mesonet.org website. Rather uneventful, except for the middle part of the country. Here, a couple of strong thunderstorm complexes out in the northern plains and central plains, and way down here in the western Gulf of Mexico. This is all caused by what is now Tropical Depression Dolly. It continues to move to the north and west into Mexico and should continue to weaken as the remains of Dolly moves inland. Well, let's take a look at some computer forecast maps from last night's Zero-Z GFS model run. We'll look at a 48-hour period from this evening, Wednesday evening through Friday evening in 12-hour increments. By this evening, notice quite a bit of precipitation in the form of shower and thunderstorm activity from central Virginia on south. This is the result of that frontal system which will stall out right in this region here across southeastern Virginia, northeastern part of North Carolina. D.C. should remain rain-free today. Certainly Philadelphia and New York City should remain rain-free today. But all this creeps slowly to the north over the next 24 hours or so. And it looks like there can be a shower or thunderstorm across the D.C. metro region on Thursday afternoon, and then in Philly and New York City by Friday afternoon. Here's the forecast map for tomorrow morning, Thursday morning. High pressure, pretty much in control, but again, a little bit of precipitation in the form of showers and an isolated thunderstorm depicted here by the GFS across central and southern Virginia come Thursday morning, and by afternoon there certainly can be a shower or thunderstorm in the D.C. metro region. Notice out here in the middle part of the country, cold frontal system starting to get itself organized here out in the central plains, and we'll track that over the next few days. Here's the forecast map for tomorrow evening, Thursday evening. This high pressure system moves off the northeast coast. That kind of opens the door for more humid air to flow from the southwest to the northeast. Notice a little bit more of a northern extent here to the precipitation depicted by the GFS. Again, there can be a shower or a thunderstorm. Thursday afternoon probably remains rain-free Thursday afternoon in Philly, and very likely to remain rain-free on Thursday in the New York City region. Meanwhile, out in the middle part of the country, here's that next cool front starting to make a push to the east, and it plays a big role in our weather over the weekend. Here's the forecast map for Friday morning. That high pressure now well off the northeast coast. A lot of southwesterly flow in the lower part of the atmosphere. Humidity will be noticeably higher on Friday afternoon. Basically a rather hot and humid day on Friday with a chance of a shower or a thunderstorm, especially in D.C. and Philadelphia. Meanwhile, by Friday morning, that cool frontal system will be right here moving into the Great Lakes region. That front enhances our shower and thunderstorm likelihood for Saturday afternoon and evening. Finally, let's take a look at Friday evening. By this time, there can be a shower or thunderstorm across D.C. and Philadelphia, maybe even into the New York City region. High pressure well off the East Coast at this time. Rather hot and humid conditions for Friday. That heat and humidity will continue on Saturday, but here it is, that cool frontal system with an area of showers and thunderstorms out here across the Ohio Valley come Friday evening. That all pushes towards the East Coast on Saturday. Looks like a strong likelihood for some showers and thunderstorms Saturday afternoon and evening across the I-95 corridor from D.C. to New York City, all associated with this next cool frontal system. That front pushes off the East Coast early Sunday, and a much cooler and drier air mass moves into the I-95 corridor for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That's it for now. For the SIWeather.com, I'm meteorologist